Hello, Apurva Tripathi. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Good morning, sir.
Okay, your volume is too low. I can't hear you comfortably. So either you bring the speaker near your mouth or you come near the computer.
Sir, am I audible now?
Yes, now it is better. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Now, Tripathi means one who reads three things. Is that so?
Yes, sir. It means the one who has read the three of the four Vedas.
Okay, how many have you read, Apurva?
Sir, I haven't read any as of now, but I do plan to read them.
Okay, I think you better execute your plan as early as possible.
Yes.
And maybe before your interview, you may have a question on the significance of your name, you see. It's a very good name, isn't it? Now, if
Yes.
someone has read only two Vedas, then what will be his or her surname, you see?
Uh, Sir, it will be Dwivedi.
Dwivedi. And if there is someone with only one, read only one Veda,
Sir, that I'm unable to think right now.
I don't know if there is any word for that, you see.
Yes, sir.
To my knowledge, there is no word for one who's read only one Veda, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You did BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering
Yes, sir.
from Prayagraj,
Uh,
isn't it?
no, sir, from Kanpur, CSDM University, Kanpur. I live in
Oh,
Prayagraj.
okay. What is the full name of the university?
Sir, it is Chhatrapati Shahuji Maharaj University.
Okay. But what does Chhatrapati Sahuji Maharaj have to do with Kanpur in UP? Does he really have links with with Kanpur?
Sir, the university is named after Chhatrapati Shahuji Maharaj of Kolhapur. So he was the ruler in 1890s, and he is known for his policies of uh, removing untouchability for and the first to provide caste-based reservations in his area, and he worked towards upliftment of women and children. So, sir, his ideas transfers the region he belongs to. So that is why the university is named after him to
Okay,
honor his legacy.
okay, very good. I also saw the mention of this YMCA.
Yes,
So what is YMCA and what is YWCA? I've heard things like this. Please explain these terms and the organizations and the movement, whatever it is.
so YMCA is Young Man Christian Association, and YWCA is Young Women Christian Association. So, sir, basically, these were type of Christian missionaries before independence, when the Charter Act of 1833 allowed Christian missionaries to operate in India to promote education or other such things. So then these institutes were situated. And so earlier their idea was to promote Christianity, but now, sir, they have evolved into like educational institutions, hospitality sectors. So this is their work as of now.
Okay. And in your there's a mention of Gorakhpur in
Yes,
your.
sir.
What is the connection you have with Gorakhpur?
Sir, I was born in Gorakhpur, and my
Oh,
parents are from Gorakhpur.
okay. And your father is in flood control
Yes,
department, or
sir.
what is it called? Really, tell me.
Sir, he's an assistant engineer in floodworks department and irrigation department. So
Uh,
he's a civil engineer. He is placed in Prayagraj itself.
okay. Is it still called irrigation department, or there is some change to water resources or something like that?
Sir, it is called irrigation department only, in which this flood work department works.
Okay. And how prone is Gorakhpur to floods? You see.
So Gorakhpur is definitely prone to floods, especially the southeastern region of Gorakhpur. And sir, it also has to do with the saucer-shaped topography of the area. So water collects in those areas, and it is difficult for the water removal. And so Rapti River flows through that area. That is the cause of flood. So it is definitely prone to floods. And sir, it also receives one of the highest rainfall in Uttar Pradesh. So these are the reasons for its inundation.
And does it have anything to do with rainfall in say Nepal? You see.
Yes, sir. The rivers which come from Rapti and Rohini have links towards the Tarai region of Nepal. So if they have high inflow of rainfall, so that water do comes into the downstream areas in Gorakhpur as well.
Okay. So if that be so, what is the kind of a cooperation arrangement India has with Nepal, in terms of early warning systems, etc.? Because if there is huge, say, flash flood, or heavy precipitation in Nepal, then naturally we will have flash flood in Gorakhpur or maybe even Bihar, depending on which area the precipitation has taken place and which are the rivers in that area, isn't it?
Yes, sir. India has cooperation with Nepal in terms of early warning systems. And sir, monitoring of the flow of the rainfall is also done. And how much water is diverted from the dams which are located in Nepal is also done. Sir, I'm currently unable to recall the exact name of the agreement, but there is one relating to water agreement between the two nations.
Okay, okay. Have you heard of, Apurva's term called last mile connectivity
Yes, sir.
linked to early warning system or something like that? And what does it mean, you see?
So last mile connectivity means that whatever information, whatever resources that are to be provided has to reach to the last person in whichever terrain that person is. So that connection should reach each and every person, also including geographical constraints that has to overcome those constraints as well. So it is used in terms of early warning systems and in some various programs also the aim of the government is to reach the last person through the last mile connectivity.
Good. Yeah, you mentioned various programs. So tell me, typically, what would be? Can you figure out typically what will be last mile, section of the society? You see, who will be these people?
Sir, mostly the last mile section is related to areas which are geographically inaccessible. For example, sir, if we consider the desert regions or the high mountainous regions or the forest areas, for example, sir, if there is a high density forest area, so reaching there through for power sector is difficult.
No, that
And
is fine. I'm talking in terms of segment of the population,
so
or
mostly rural areas.
rural. But what segment of the population you see? Women, elderly, children. That I want to understand. You see, in terms of that section of the society. Tell me that.
Sir, it is mostly the elderly and the women, especially so in the rural areas. And this also we have seen in terms of digital divide that this last mile connectivity is very essential, especially for these segments of the society.
But how does digital divide come into this discussion?
Sir, Sir, digital divide comes into this picture of last mile connectivity, sir, because these people are mostly at the lower strata of getting diffused with new technologies. So, sir,
Yes.
it is the imperative of the state to reach to them through the last mile connectivity. That is being done through the BharatNet program also, which has the objective of reaching 2.5 lakh gram panchayats. And sir, in that also there are two segments. That is one is the open case segment and other is the a grid case segment. So in that open case segment, it has to reach the last consumer in that area, last individual in that area. So in that, women and elderly has to be targeted.
Okay. Speaking simply, when we talk of this last mile early warning, then a lot of high-end technology is being employed, you see. And then when the technology reaches these weaker sections or deprived sections or disadvantaged sections, then there is a digital divide which comes over there. You see. You can use mass messaging, but then if a woman does not have a Android phone or something like that, she is unable to get the early warning, isn't it? Okay, okay. Now you are into my last question. You are into seeing these web series and reading books.
Yes, sir.
I don't know, name one or two web series which you are seeing or which you have seen recently.
Sir, I have seen Unbelievable. It is uh, it is based on a Pulitzer Prize winning article of how an incident of rape occurred in Washington, and the police authorities did not take into cognizance of that.
I just wanted two,
And
three,
so,
you know, what you are seeing or you have seen. See.
so second, I saw Silicon Valley, and sir, third, I saw The Boys, and sir, I
You
also
haven't, you haven't seen in any Indian.
yes, sir, I've seen those as well. Sir, I've seen Delhi Crime.
Uh-huh, But I find that lot of, I think your video is getting okay now. It was a bit frozen for a couple of seconds. So I find that many of the web series which are Indian, they are very indecent. You see, they use very foul language. And to the extent these web series are seeing in their drawing rooms and homes with every member of the family around, don't you think there is need to really regulate this?
Sir, yes, we do see that there are large quantity of web series that are being made employs foul languages. And sir, regulating them for that, sir, we have to make sure that the artistic freedom of the maker is not restricted. And we also need to understand the context and the content of that piece of work before regulating them. So although government has given the guidelines for the same, and all these expressions are regulated under the Article 19.2 of the Constitution, which put limits on freedom of speech and expression. And sir, although there are the series which are more foul language, but sir, I believe quantity has its own quality, and more churning is happening in the context of Indian cinema. And we are getting some very good web series. So, for example, I saw Panchayat, and then I saw Lakho Make, and its both seasons were very good. So, Delhi Crime was also very good. So, sir, all these kind of web series are going to exist, and it will depend on the user at the end what kind of work they want to appreciate more.
Okay, Purva, thank you. It's been wonderful talking to you. Over to Sharma ji. Thank you. Good.
Yeah, Apurva.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Apurva, what does Apurva mean? What does Apurva mean?
Sir, Apurva means some event that hasn't happened before, something that is unprecedented.
Okay. What for Sirsa Banda is in news?
Sir, could you please repeat? I wasn't.
Sirsa Banda.
Sorry, sir, I'm unable to.
India-born lady is in news. She will go to the space and she will be second woman from our country, India-born. She will go to space tomorrow. Okay. Anyway, your optional is geography, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Watershed. Watershed.
So,
what do you mean by watershed?
So, watershed is the area from where the upstream segment of the river or a stream and towards its the source and sink are connected, and the entire land area in which it is there, so that along it with its other basins or tributaries constitute a watershed kind of thing.
Okay, related with watershed management, there is a word in Sanskrit and that has been taken from Isopanishad. I translate that into English. Now you tell me, what does that mean? Detaining, retaining, and using every drop of rainwater as it falls and where it falls should be the maxim of watershed management. I repeat, detaining, retaining, and using every drop of rainwater as it falls and where it falls should be the maxim of watershed project. Now you tell me, what exactly does this mean?
So it means that in the watershed, wherever when there is a flow of the river from the upper areas to the lower areas, and when the water falls through the rainfall, so provision have to be made through construction of artificial storage systems, or through leveling the channels, so that the water flow, whatever rain is there, that could be stored in the times that could be utilized for the lean season. And so that is being done in various water deficient areas in the country. So especially in Maharashtra, we have seen this principle being taken into application. So sir, I believe this is the meaning of how watershed development should work.
Okay, when do we observe World Water Day?
Sir, it is 22nd of March.
That's right. What was the theme this year? Theme of World Water Day this year?
Sir, I'm unable to recall right
Valuing water. Anyway,
Thank you,
now
sir.
you tell me, a mission was launched by our Honorable Prime Minister on this World Water Day. What was that mission?
Sir, so we are currently having the Jal Shakti mission. Sir,
That was already there, and that is Jal Jeevan Mission.
sorry, sir. Jal Jeevan
Jal
mission.
Jeevan Mission. Anyway, that was already there, and by which year it has to be completed? Jal Jeevan Mission.
Sir, it has to be completed by 2024, and it has to provide water tap connectivity in the village areas.
Har Ghar Jal, eh? What?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now you come to that particular mission, which was announced on 22nd of March this year. That is Jal Shakti Abhiyan. Do you know what exactly that is? Jal Shakti Abhiyan was launched this year on 22nd of March. What exactly that is?
Sir, I'm unable to recall the exact meaning
Catch
of
the
it.
Rain, Institute Water Conservation. Catch the Rain. Okay, so this was the objective, and funds are to be made from Manrega. Anyway, now coming to the subject which you have studied, what is the difference amongst Wi-Fi, Li-Fi, and Mi-Fi? Wi-Fi, Li-Fi, and Mi-Fi.
So Wi-Fi is wireless fidelity, and sir, Li-Fi is light fidelity. So in the wireless, sir, I'm not able to recall what is Mi-Fi is, but I can tell the differences between these two, Wi-Fi and Li-Fi. Sir, in Wi-Fi, the transfer of data is related to a wireless system, and sir, these data is transmitted utilizing the radio wave communication. And sir, in light fidelity, the data has to be transferred through light. So it is a kind of a system. Currently, it is under development. So in this, sir, if we are standing near a street light, we would be able to connect through that street light. The data could be transferred to that source of light. So this is the principle of light fidelity. Where there will be light, there will be data.
Okay, OFC. On which principle OFC works? On which principle it works?
Sir, optical fiber communication works on the principle of it works on the principle of transmission. That is, sir, I'm not able to recall the
anyway,
exact. Can I take a moment?
You tell me what exactly that is. That is, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Total internal reflection.
Yes,
so what do you mean by total internal reflection?
Sir, in an optical fiber system, there is a core and cladding. So the total internal reflection means that we keep the reflective index of the core is higher and the cladding is lower. So core is at the center and cladding is outside it. So when a light beam passes through it, the principle of total internal reflection states that it would not be reflected outside and the total light beam will be conserved inside it. So in that way, it strikes.
Okay, when will it happen? When the light ray passes from denser medium to rarer medium or rarer medium to denser medium?
So when it passes from a denser medium to rarer medium and then it strikes back to the denser medium, then the entire light beam is conserved and data could be transferred through it.
Okay, do you have any idea on National Mission on Quantum Technology and its application 2020?
So National Mission on Quantum Technology works to make sure that we achieve a kind of quantum sufficiency, and the various projects it could be employed is related to so weather modeling, in working of supercomputers, in disaster management. So quantum technologies basically deals up in 0 and 1 simultaneously. A classical computers deals with 0 and 1 separately. So it works on the principle of superimposition and entanglement. So that is the principle on which government is providing.
Okay,
Fund.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Apurva, you have studied Bhagavad Gita? You know anything about Bhagavad Gita? Huh? You have studied?
Sir, I am currently reading Bhagavad Gita.
Oh, you are
Gita
reading?
Press Trust. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
very good. So you have come up to which chapter?
Sir, I have read 3-4 chapters. I've read, I think, till 4th chapter.
You have read the second chapter also you have read?
Yes, sir.
It's a very important chapter. What is it about? Second chapter is about what?
So second chapter is about the yoga of action. So in that, Bhagwan Shri Krishna says that the action needs to be performed. There is no greater duty than performing the work without any kind of attachment to it. And sir, in that he gave the principle of karmarnyo dhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. So, and sir, he also says that when we perform the action, only the fool thinks that he's the doer. That person is not the doer. The God works through him. So he tells Arjun that it is his duty to perform action, and that inaction should not be a considered cause in any case, and it is the righteousness that needs to be done, and for that a nishkam karma yoga needs to be performed.
Oh, very good. How many chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita?
So sorry, I'm unable to recall. I am at 5th or 6th chapter.
18.
Yes, sir.
And this battle also took, how many days it was fought? Kurukshetra thing? Any idea?
Sorry, sir, I cannot hazard
Again,
a guess.
18 is something very crucial. Okay, what are the 3 gunas? You know, Bhagavad Gita talks of 3 gunas. All of us have 3 gunas. What are these 3
sir.
gunas?
Sir, it is Rajasic, Tamasic, and Sattvic gunas. So these
Very
are the
good.
3 gunas.
Which is the best?
It is the Sattvic gunas.
Sattvic. What exactly is Sattvic guna?
Sir, it is related to how we control our senses and are not driven by our senses, and we utilize our senses in the best possible manner towards our actions. So that is what Sattvic guna is about.
And Tamasic?
So Tamasic happens when we let our senses take control over our mind, and we are driven by our senses, and when we dwell in the opposites of pain and pleasure. So that is what Tamasic is about.
All of us have all the 3 gunas?
Yes.
Even within the day, they say that 24 hours, it can be divided into 3 gunas. Is that possible?
Sorry, sir, I don't know about this.
You don't know. Okay, your optional was geography. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, do you have paper and pencil with you?
Sir, I will get in a minute, sir, if you would allow me.
Okay, just get it quickly.
Yes.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yes.
Yes.
Can you draw map of India? Take 1 minute. Draw map
Yes.
of India. Put a dot. You are from Gorakhpur, no?
Yes, sir.
Put a dot there.
Sir, should I show you now?
Yeah, of course. Not very clear. Okay, have you marked Andaman Nicobar? Have you drawn?
Sorry, sir, I forgot that.
Then Lakshadweep, you have forgotten. You see, these are the things I am looking for. Now, are they not part of India?
Sir, they are definitely.
So then, be very careful.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the time difference? You know, we talk of time difference. How is it? For each degree, what is the time difference? What is the time difference?
Sir, so the time difference, 15 degrees causes time difference of 1 hour.
That means for each degree?
So for each degree, it is 15 degree causes 60 minutes. So 1 degree would cause 4 minutes.
4 minutes. You took so much time. Okay. Suppose it is, say, 12 o'clock in Delhi. What time it will be in Mauritius? Roughly?
So Mauritius is this side. So
Will it be ahead or behind? Tell me that first.
Sir, sir, it will be behind.
Why?
So Mauritius
Right,
will
you
be
are
behind.
right. Okay. So you have any idea what time it will be? If you know, it's all right. Otherwise,
Sir, I will try to take a moment to.
okay. What is a Cape? You know, we have a Cape of Good Hope and all that. What is a Cape?
Sir, Cape is the area in the landmass which passes near the water body, and it provides a distinct point, and it is mostly pointed towards the water body. So that we have the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa.
Do we have a Cape in India? Do we have a Cape in India? Which one?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
Sir, it is in Tamil Nadu. The Cape of Comorin. I'm not able to.
Cape
exactly-
Comorin. Cape Comorin.
Yes.
Cape Comorin. What is a strait? Strait in a geographical term. What is a strait?
So strait is a narrow stretch of water body that separates two land masses. So, for example, we have Strait of Hormuz, Strait of Malacca.
Good. Now tell me this climate change. It's happening. You know, the Canada recently, it touched, what degree did it touch? More than 200 people killed. What was the temperature like there?
Sir, temperature in Canada, as it is suffering from a kind of heat dome, sir, it is more than 40 degrees Celsius
It
in
was
Canada.
48, 49. So many
Yes.
people killed. What is the reason? Why it's happening?
Sir, it is the current happening, which is in Canada and in United States. It is happening because of kind of an extreme weather condition, and that is happening because the heated air has been trapped into that area. So whatever the hot air that flows from the sea towards the land, that has been trapped in a stable atmospheric condition. So it is not prone to rising up. So it is pressurized and it has created a kind of dome in that area. So that is why there is a high temperature.
Okay. What is the rain shadow area? They say rain shadow area. What is it?
Sir, whenever rainfall occurs whenever orographic rainfall occurs, so when air ascends towards a slope, and so it rains in that area. But when it comes down, it loses moisture, and that area is called the rain shadow area, where rainfall through orographic means does not occur. So, for example, in India, we can see that rain shadow area would be the sites towards the east of the Western Ghats. So those are the rain shadow areas, and west are the channels which get rainfall from the southwest monsoon of the Arabian Sea through which the trade winds pass.
Okay. Now, what do you understand the ship breaking yard? You know, we have a ship breaking yard. What is it? Where is it located in India?
Sir, it is located in Gujarat.
Gujarat.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. So, what is the great thing? Is it a good thing to break ships and all that? Because not very many people are into it. What is the problem?
So ship breaking is essential because after a time, the ships are not environmentally sustainable or even economically sustainable to operate. And so in that case, it is required for when those ships are decommissioned. So they have a good quantity of metals into them and various uh, devices into them, so that ship breaking industry utilizes those metals and reforms them into other metals. So sir, it is a very good industry.
Okay. Last question. You are fond of cooking North Indian dishes.
Yes.
Which is the most favorite favorable dish you could cook? Which one? Which is
Sir,
your favorite?
the Malai Kofta.
Malai kofta. Okay, when is your interview?
Sir, it is on 5th of August.
Oh, 5th August. Not very many days. Okay, what papers are you reading?
Sir, I am reading Indian Express.
Only?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Very good. That's a very good paper. Read in addition one economic daily. Okay. Otherwise, you are good. How will you rate your interview today?
Sir, I should have been well versed with some of the questions. For example, sir, related to that Jal Shakti, I said Jal Shakti mission, it was Jal Shakti Abhiyan. And the tag, whatever the catchphrase was there, Catch the Rain, that also I missed. So I was not able to recall at that moment. So I need to revise the things so that I
Yeah,
could
you
recall.
need. I think you are a very good candidate. You still have time. Read and take 1 or 2 more marks. I think you should get around 60. I think at this rate. Sinha Saab, over to you.
Yeah. Apurva, I also think that you are a very good candidate and you have done very well, I would say. See, one thing you should remember, and so that it doesn't weigh on your mind, that personality test is not really about the test of the knowledge.
Yes.
PSC has tested the knowledge on range of subjects, of the candidate, and that is why you have come to this stage. So, what is the personality test? It is the test of personality, which means your temperament, basically your outlook. How do you interact, with the board members? How do you engage in a discussion with them? How warmly are you really welcoming, getting into the discussion, etc. And how logical is your thinking? See, there can be many uncomfortable, embarrassing positions, far worse than what we may have asked to see. But then the presence of mind and how do you conduct yourself, your body language, these are the things which are being looked into. They are very keenly looking into those things and not so much into substance of the knowledge. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that even if most of the answers are wrong, then you would say, sir, it is not about knowledge, so why do you care whether it is right or wrong? You see, discussion will veer around certain things, some topics, some ideas, isn't it? So, I mean, that discussion has to be, it can't go too wild, too incorrect, you see. But then remember, it is how do you interact, your temperaments, that is on the test, you see. So that way, I think you have come out well. Wherever you don't know, it is fine. Sometimes I think you tend to get into, when I asked you, I don't remember what was the question, but you got into, details. If I'm asking you to just name 2, 3, listen to the question carefully, just name, you see. If you are eager to take the conversation, you can tell, sir, if you permit, can I give you some details, and maybe members say, yes, why not? Please go ahead, you see. But otherwise, instead of giving 2, 3 names, if you get into one and the details of that, then the impression is that you are avoiding, naming others, you see, something like that. So that is how it goes, you see. Okay. But you have done well generally. I think your temperament, your body language, your presence, they're all very good. And I won't hesitate to give you 65 plus, for the performance today. Okay. Over to Sharma ji, please.
Yeah. Apurva? Apurva?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, audible. Okay. So I also rate you between 60 and 65. Your performance was absolutely good. But to be sure to come into the service, you have to secure 70 plus. So for that, 2-3 suggestions. Number one, don't forget to read the newspaper on that very day when your interview falls. जैसे ये जो मैंने एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था सिरसा बांडला,
Yes, sir.
वो आज वाले ही न्यूज़पेपर में है और कल को ही वो स्पेस में, कल इंडिया से सेकंड इंडिया बॉर्न होंगी, पहली कल्पना चावला थी, ये सेकंड होंगी जो कि स्पेस में जाएंगी, है ना? That is a matter of proud for us. Related with that question, watershed management. The meaning of that was that we have to conserve water in situ. Let it not go waste. इसको retain करना है, जैसे ही गिरे, जहाँ पर गिरे, और वहीं पे ही use करना है. So conservation as means and production as ends. You know? Or another that MiFi is an internal internet device that has Wi-Fi built into it. MiFi is an internet device that has Wi-Fi built into it. Okay, so I hope you will do well. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
All the best. Do you have any question, Apurva, to ask us? You have any
No,
doubt
sir.
or anything? No. Very good. All the best.
Okay,
Thank
all
you,
the
sir.
best. God bless.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.